Okay, the weather is still not great for travel. But if we look at our map, the logging camp is just up ahead. And there was a thing about a key down here, which I think will open that box in the lookout. And I'm sort of wondering what's down here. We have lakes down here, and we have cabins all around it, and I feel like there's a good chance there will be something out there. Trappers' huts down there. I don't know. We're gonna try and make it to the logging camp for now, and then we'll work our way up to the hydro dam if we get a chance. It is terrible. I mean, terrible for travel out there, but I am very, very curious about what we'll find in that lockbox. Might not even be worth it. Okay. Let's try that again. But I guess we'll see. We are nice and warm. We had a cup of coffee a moment ago. Nothing down there. All right, let's just keep following the trail for now. It is a certainty that we'll be back up here. And the weather is not really good enough for us to go herring about and exploring at this point. I think, yeah, we're looking off towards that frozen river. I'm very curious about that as well. It looks like that rock formation there is a rope rock formation. So we'll need to keep an eye out for ropes. We won't need it to get up, but we may need it to get down, or at least it might be helpful getting down. Now, I thought about circling up the back way around this, but I think we're going to head for the railroad tracks. I'm assuming that you can get into the logging camp from the backside, but what if it's built into a cul-de-sac? We know for sure, since it's a logging camp that unloaded logs from the train, that we can get to it from the direction of the railroad tracks. In fact, we even saw a sign, but decided we would rather go and take a look at the hydroelectric dam. I heard wolves earlier, so let's be mindful. I think we just need to get to that engine car up there. And if I remember right, it's just a left-hand turn from there. Heck, shortest distance is a straight line, right? How are we for burnables? I'm carrying 3 sticks. Guess we could pick up another couple. I feel certain we'll find some sort of shelter in the logging camp. We were provided with a key to open a trailer, after all. I see a wolf. Maybe we will err on this side and hope we don't run into it. You can have your patch of wilderness. I'll have mine. don't really need to go to that car for it anyway, right? We'll just come up over this hill. We will review our side missions here in just a moment, once we find somewhere warmer to be. Okay. That's a clear cut. So that's where they've been at. I see a wolf down there. Good to know. Let's see if we can get down over here. This seems a little dangerous, but let's look. Nope. Hard nope. Well, let's hope we can get... There we are. So let's hope we can get back up there. Okay, so this wasn't the greatest way to go in, but maybe not the most terrible. We're still avoiding that wolf. And all of our desire to avoid the wolf. Lost track of him for a moment. There he is. Just scooch on your butt. There we go. I think I see it. I think I see the logging camp. I see a cabin over there. Lots of wood around here. Five minutes, you bet. A branch would be nicer, but, you know. Or not a branch, but a limb. But, you know, branches are fine. Sticks are fine. These places often have gathered up some wood already, and then have left it behind in their haste to leave. A logging camp, 3 trailers. Okay. Cedar firewood, a fire log, excellent.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Even this cooking pot. We'll take the cooking pot with us. Hopefully, at least one of these has some sort of oven in it. Stove to keep us warm. Not this one. Flare. A book. An old bedroll that we can take apart for cloth. Luckily, plenty of beds, and we do not seem to be in a place where we are struggling to stay warm. Ski jacket.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Thinking about taking the driving gloves for their leather, but we only have like one thing that needs it. So, Pinnacle Peaches, orange soda. Can't tell if there's anything else in there or not. Let's spend 8 minutes chopping it up for some reclaimed wood then. Nope, didn't drop anything. Empty. I've decided that I'm going to play fair with the Forest Talkers. I feel bad for that guy. So, we're not going to try and do anything that might screw them. If we find supplies, that they've asked us to get, we are actually going to bring them back. We won't keep them for ourselves. The only thing that could possibly change my mind would be something like a revolver. I just realized there might be a note on the wall, but there's not. Okay. It would have to be something we don't have. I don't need more of anything that we already do have. At least not enough to find out whatever he's got going on. Okay. Warm enough to stay in here as well. Logging information. We'll be consolidating all of the extra items that we've picked up into one location, just to make it easier for us on any sort of return trips. Which is why we're being so greedy with grabbing everything right now.
I think I can use this.
Decent fleece mittens. You know, if they were wool mittens, I would be curious how much warmth they offer. Work pants, boots. I think we're pretty loaded at this point.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Yeah, you can hear it in our voice. However, we cleared this place out. There is only one more trailer, so let's go check it out. There's nothing in the porta potties. There's never anything in the porta potties. Okay. I already see a lot of supplies here. Tomato soup.
I could use this.
I think our can opener's better, but I'm going to pick it up for now. More fleece mittens, water. Since I have yet to see any sort of cooking fire or anything else that we can pick up. Ah, more climbing socks. Those are great, but we already have plenty. Since I don't see any of that, we're going to try and put everything into the trailer that is closest to that outdoor cooking area. So we're just going to take it. It weighs nothing. So that's a fantastic ratio for supplies that we can't pick up. Simple tools. Just so nobody forgets they're here, but I don't think I need them at the moment. Getting dark. What is this? Koichin sweater.
This stuff will come in handy.
The warmest sweater around. Treat it like an old friend. Well, we'll take it. And we will look at getting it upgraded and repaired and kept in nice quality. It may replace some of the stuff that we're wearing. Antiseptics, bandages, perfect.
This will come in handy.
More stuff to set fires. We'll take the book. Books are good for setting fires as well. Fishing tackle, a little bit of cloth to try and fix that sweater. Okay, we can barely walk. So, yeah, that's why. Okay, let's take a moment and start tearing some of this stuff apart. We'll break it down. I mean, carrying all these storm lanterns is good for nobody. It's got a lot of lamp fuel. We have a lot of lamp fuel. I'm actually going to keep it, I guess, as its own thing, and we'll set it up in the other building. We can pretty freely blow through the lamp oil on it, I guess. Right, I'll grab a couple more books just to give us a little bit more fuel to burn, and I think we got everything out of this one. Unless there is just, you know, some rifle ammo hiding out somewhere. Or something that I don't really need. Okay. Let's go get to that nearest trailer. Drop off these extra clothes and things like that. Okay. We've got a lot going on here. This has got a lot of lovely counter space so we can put out everything that we possibly want. We'll drop that jerry can. We've got so much. We're going to drop the one of those that's not in great condition. We'll drop the extra can opener. We will hang on to the pot. We'll take it back outside and put it there. We didn't know that we would need it. Now, let's drop the worst of the food. That was the only bad food, it looks like. Pinnacle peaches aren't great. But I want to look at cooking them before I eat them. Nah, we can do that with the pork and beans. That's fine. Pinnacle peaches. We're going to eat that right now. Harvested an extra recycled can. That's fine. We're going to drink some of our water. Drop some of our water. We'll drop a liter of it. Drop a banged up tomato soup. We're gonna tear apart these mittens. We want the cloth. When we try and repair the sweater, we'll just put the lantern out that we don't care so much about. And we'll do it by its light. We have so much lamp fuel, it is ridiculous. Decent thermal underwear. We're wearing these and we have the wool ones, so let's go ahead and harvest them for more cloth. It's interesting, there are certain things that you can do by touch. One of them is absolutely to tear things apart. Another thing that you can do by touch is clean your gun. We have almost a whole extra set of clothing here at this point. Things are a lot lighter. That's good. We're going to put that storm lantern there. Now, I wish I could light it. Maybe I can? We can equip it, take it, or leave it. So let me equip it, light it, and then put it down. I wish I could light it without picking it up, but that's fine.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
There you go. Nice, decent pair of work pants there. nice, decent pair of gloves there. We'll put a wool toque there. Some nice climbing socks down there, right? Because we're already wearing 2 pairs of climbing socks. So we're okay. Then all of our banged up soup and other supplies. Can opener, just in case I ever show up here completely destitute. Okay. That's not everything that was weighing us down, but that's a lot of what was weighing us down. What else do we have? We're gonna go ahead and harvest some tinder plugs out of that. That way we can set more fires in the future. We don't need all the books. We're gonna drop 1. Actually, we probably better pick it up. All the fire stuff probably needs to stay out there by the fire. What else do we not need to take with us? We can drop that. We'll drop, like, one of our bandages. I want to fix this, which means we'll almost certainly swap out something else, but we'll see. Yeah. Ah, we missed a water bottle when we were here before. Okay, we're moving around a lot more quickly. Let's take a look at what it's going to take to repair this sweater. It's only 1 kilo. I say only. You compare it to these others, and it's much heavier than any of them. But let's repair it anyway. 51 minutes, 33% repair, so we're going to have to repair it at least twice. I think our lantern's getting low. Yeah, pretty low. Alright. We have a lot of lantern fuel, so let's go ahead and just refuel it. Alright, let's examine this sweater. What are we up to on it? 97%. 2.4. It's as much as these two together, which means that we could add it all up. Haven't been battling with heat, but we could add all this up. It is an inner layer, which means that we don't really need to pay attention to its water resistance unless we're not wearing a coat, and we're wearing coats. It's minus 2%. You know, as great of a sweater as it seems to be, I don't know that we need it. It weighs a lot. If we did anything, we would be replacing our new thick wool sweater with it. But to double the weight and not get double the warmth out of it, I think that's just us carrying around more weight and more encumbrance than we really need to do. I feel a little bad for putting it aside. It seems like a great find, but we already have such good gear that I don't know that we need it. Okay, we do need to do something about cooking and food. I've got stuff on me. So we're gonna go outside and, like, cook some tomato soup. Maybe cook some pork and beans. We'll make coffee in the morning. Let's go ahead and put this thing out. It is dark. But I think we can see our way, at least over to that trailer to start a fire. Well, no aurora, which is great. Tinder plug, we will start with a book. We'll just add some more wood to it. I think this takes about 5 minutes of game time. Cooking pot. Let's cook a little bit of pork and beans. And over here, let's go ahead and cook the tomato soup. Probably should have cooked the peaches, now that I think about it. But I think we left them somewhere. Were they not in great condition, and so we left them inside the trailer? I think maybe that's what we did. We're just gonna take both of those for the moment. This has only got an hour and 1 minute left. I think that means that we can get away with water. Let's see, that's gonna take an hour to do that. If we do this, it should get both of them. So, cook. And I'm curious if an hour is okay to cook this much water. So, we'll check back in the morning. That's right, we were going to drop off some of this stuff. There are matches under there somewhere, aren't there? Well, we've never had to be anywhere without matches, but there we go. Everything's in place. Let's get out of here. We'll have a little bit of dinner here in the dark. Nothing wrong with contemplatively eating some pork and beans. Calories, perfect. Fills us up pretty good. We're gonna have a little bit of Stacy's grape soda. Probably should have had water. We didn't really need the calories, but I think it's fine. All right, let's get some sleep. And then we'll look at going to the hydro dam in the morning.
It will lead you back hack to me.